soccer is becoming more of a international sport, but more so a cultural sport in the big cities. So in New York, in Miami, in LA, I feel like more people are aware. It's a sport that deserves focus from fashion brands. In 4 years, we've seen our brand grow tremendously in terms of the products that we offer and our spaces. But soccer also, in the same time period, I feel like really started to evolve in the States and take off. So kids are starting to play soccer a lot more in the streets. And if you look at the parks around here, like, you'll see a lot of kids playing soccer now. And it wasn't the case 4 years ago, even 3 years ago, but more and more, I feel like kids are getting into it, you know, and I feel like the internet and social media has helped with that. You know what I mean? It gives visibility as to what's happening. And as the players start to get more involved with social, I think that that's really helped people just be able, you know, they're able to relate a little bit more. My parents are from Israel, and that's the only sport that really matters in the Middle East. You know, I mean, there are other sports that also matter, but soccer is by far the biggest and most influential in people's lives. When I was younger, I played a bit of soccer, and my father, you know, we would watch soccer all the time, and it's his favorite sport, and it's, you know, it's in the family. We had a Kith team before we started working on the first Adidas project. So we saw an authentic need for us to get into making product, because I wanted the Kith team to actually, you know, for the Bowery League, like, we wanted the Kith team to be fresh, you know what I mean, to look different from everyone else on the field. So we thought of the opportunity. A good friend of mine, Flo, who's the captain of the Cobra team, we sat down and we came up with the idea together to work on product for the actual team. And that's how it started. Working with Adidas is always fun, because they take it so seriously and they make some of the best product in the world. I've learned that, you know, they take the soccer business as serious as they take anything else, or probably more serious than they take anything else, because the best players in the world have to compete in this product. So the research and development and keeping up with making the best possible on-field product is always a challenge, and they keep themselves challenged all the time. So some of the best, you know, work that we've seen in recent years come off of cleats, you know, and when we're there in Germany looking at what Adidas has been able to do and what they're currently doing, we get inspired by the technology and by the work that they put in. So it's always important for us to incorporate some of those things. Obviously, we all know that USA didn't qualify for the World Cup, but I feel like it's an opportunity for us to represent USA in a different way. You know, so that was the whole idea behind this project, was take homage from our favorite USA moment, which was the 1994 World Cup. And the World Cup took place in the US. And actually there were games being played in New York, California, and Florida, which I thought was pretty amazing for this, because we have teams in each city or each state. I feel like the design of USA is so iconic. When I found out that the USA team was disqualified, I have 3 teams of my own, so I thought that it would be amazing to represent USA through my own teams and still keep the spirit of USA alive within the States. We've had some opportunities and some clubs reach out. Right now, I think it's important for me to work with my own teams, because I feel like we're taking it seriously, you know, and we're the #1 team in Miami, and we're competing in New York on a very high level, you know, and LA is relatively new, but we're starting to kick ass there too. So it's definitely something that we're interested in doing. But right now, like, we want to crawl before we walk, and I feel like this introduction has built up anticipation for what we would do next. Like, everything has led to the story, you know what I mean? And I feel like the pieces are in place now where we can continue to influence through a soccer lens, but most importantly, like, through the Kith lifestyle design lens as well. And this red, white, and blue story really lent itself to what we do best. Bringing sport and lifestyle together is something that I think can live on forever. So we want to continue working on what we started, because we've been able to build something and kind of build a demand for product that means a lot more than just fashion or soccer to us. I think this is like one of the most important product assortments in our line for the year.